Video. The setting is different. This time it's not so much about the chin-ups and the one-arm push-ups and all that stuff and fitness, which I do hold near and dear to me. Today I actually want to talk about some philosophical things and bring back the Summit Talks. The Summit Talks, if you've never seen those videos, were just me walking and talking, sharing some knowledge. Random things, but nonetheless sharing philosophy, controversial information, things of that nature. What I want to talk about today is the hedonistic culture that is so apparent and in our faces right now. Hedonistic. We are living in a world, a culture now, where everything is about this self-indulgence in pleasure. We have pleasure-seeking males and females, and everything is happening at such a rapid pace that we are now making things that had boundaries back in the days abnormal. You know, it's like it's just too much now. There's too much abundance of pleasure. The phone, instant access to the quick dating apps, instant access to porn and masturbation, which all of this quick access to things I feel like is actually de-evolving us as people. Stay with me here. Back then, there was so much bravado and strength to stay focused on a task at hand and confidence to get shit done. It was a get shit done attitude. When I look at my parents who grew up in the old school ways, and when I look at how the millennial age is going now, things were so much different. I don't think I would not want anybody in my tribe to walk around 24/7, 100% of the time, negative, down, and mopey. I'm not going to go to war with you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not how it is. And I feel that the hedonistic culture with the combination of the microwave society has weakened us. That leads me to my next point. The lack of boundaries, the lack of rules. It's like we no longer think that everything is all right, you know, because it's based on our feelings. It's essentially putting this chaos of like, what I feel I want to do is what I'm gonna go do, but that doesn't mean that it's right. So we aren't taking responsibilities for our actions, and we aren't taking responsibilities for those consequences of our action. Think about that stuff. I think that because we are so ingrained with the effeminate side of things, we are losing ourselves. And I'll go as far as to say that it has indeed weakened male society, because a lot of males now have put sex or pleasure seeking as a main priority of things. And it's not even just sex in and of itself. It's like, again, pleasure seeking. So this could seek with alcohol. This can seek with the overconsumption of food. This addictedness to consumption, addicting to consumption. We need to start creating. We're here to create, not just overconsume. So I feel as though that we've all shifted into this big abundance of one end of the spectrum. And what that does to the female side is look at the male side and be like, whoa, dude, what are you doing? Like, we're having these problems now where I feel as though everybody wants to play neutral. You have to stop being lukewarm and make decisions. That is when the king in you comes out. But again, we're being guised. We have a mask over ourselves. We have a mask through the media. We have a mask through the shield of the phone. We have a mask through our addiction. We have a mask through even ourselves, wanting to complicate our own lives and then doing a very, very fantastic job of justifying why we complicated our lives in the first place. But the messed up part with that is that the things that influence those complications aren't even your influences. It's from this hedonistic culture of rapid pleasure-seeking gains. So we need to establish some rules. I remember back in the days when dating, if you ever dated a girl, you spoke to your parents about it. You ever dated a man, you spoke to your parents about it. If you brought somebody to the home, you introduced them to your family. Now we're losing some old school traditions, which I really feel as though set the bar for pretty much everything opposite of the hedonistic culture. Judaism, I believe it's called Judaism. Don't quote me on that. Or eudaimonium, something like that. But eudaimonium is essentially putting pleasure to the side for the long-term gains. And I always used to say, in short, never sacrifice a lifetime of happiness for just one moment of pleasure. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and I'll be dropping more videos like this very, very soon. Of course, in conjunction with the fitness and stuff like that. Peace and blessings.